Have a wonderful day, my dear children. Today we are going to meet with another beautiful lesson. We were talking uh, the character of Prince Siddhartha. Uh, I think uh, you remember last lessons and very important things in these lessons. Today I am going to uh, share you another beautiful lesson. You can see today lesson is lesson 13, the Buddha's first teachers. First teachers. Okay, my dear children, uh, we talked about Buddha was Prince Siddhartha became an ascetic, uh, and after became an ascetic, he uh, thought to find the find the goal. Goal meaning what he was finding, how to release from suffering, how to find a way to uh, way uh, how we uh, cease from sickness, death, and aging. So, in this way, he thought to find some teachers to learn some new things. Today, I am going to uh, teach you about these teachers. First of all, my dear children, I am going to read this lesson today for you, and you also can read with me as usual. Loudly, you can read with me. Okay, are you ready to read this lesson with me? Okay, my dear children, we will read together. The Buddha's first teachers. At this time in India, there were many religious teachers. My dear children, there were many religious teachers in India, in ancient India. I will explain this lesson by reading together, right? There were so many religious teachers in India. They were finding the truth. They were finding how to release from this suffering. Suffering meanings I explained before. What is this suffering? Aging, um, sickness, die. People are suffering from finding uh, living things to live. How we release from all these things? Entire life is a suffering. People are suffering to live, people are suffering to do things, some people break some people break their hearts for some reasons, some family issues, some mental issues. Those are the problem issues, sufferings. So there were some religious teachers. How do we reduce this suffering? How do we uh, come to the uh, ultimate happiness? How do we uh, raise our ultimate happiness? What is that level? Some religious teachers describe by meditating and concentrating our minds, we can come to that level. We can reduce our defilements. Especially defilements are the things we bring the suffering. What are these defilements? There are three main defilements: greed, hatred, and delusion. Some people are so greedy, craving, craving for everything. My dear children, some people, even 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 we are also craving for something. We must understand the situation. If as a student, if you are watching TV, YouTube every day, every moment, much time, what will happen? It is too craving. What's the consequence? What are the outcomes of this thing? Always looking at TV, computer, looking at the beautiful things, you will be blind. Your eyes might be blind. If you always listen songs, in current society, some people use earbuds, earphones, headsets with loud voice. What will happen? When as use when you used to do this action every day, every moment, two time, what will happen? You cannot be hear properly. You will have to face some ear problems, hearing problems. If you are craving for eating sweets, especially I know as children, you are so craving to eat sweets, candies, special sweet things, ice cream, chocolate, too much. If you do not understand the situation, you will be sick, diabetics, various kind of illnesses, sicknesses you will have to face. Your teeth, what will happen? Teeth will be decayed. That's the situation. That's the problem. So you must understand, as people, first we must understand this craving is the thing we bring to the suffering, bring the suffering. Other one is craving, hatred. Hatred is also same. When we hate something, hatred, we are hatred to something, some people, out, myself and others. What will happen? Outcome is very bad, very bad. We will have to face some consequences, outcomes. That is why we must understand this. That is why Buddha told us. Buddha taught us to practice love and kind. Love and kind. When some people hate us, we should not go to hate them as reaction. We must love them. We must create compassionate thought to them. For example, the dogs. Dogs bite us. We do not go to react it as biting. Same as you must think somebody scold you, somebody uh, blame you, somebody scream at you, somebody accuse you. He's like that person is like we must think he's with bad actions. I have no such like bad actions. I am a noble person. Why I become uh, a person like this person, like this? I don't need to create unwholesome thoughts against to that person. That is why one day a Brahmin came to Buddha and started to scold by by uh, talking bad words, rude words, very harsh words. Buddha was scolded, very severely scolded. Buddha was very silent. Buddha was listening to these scolded, these words, bad words. What will happen to us? If you are scolded by someone, what will happen? You will punish him. You will attack him. You will blame him. Definitely. We cannot bear that. But Buddha was very silent. This Brahmin, I think, few minutes, few hours, 1, 2 hours, he was scolding, blaming the Buddha. Buddha was very silent. But at last, he was thirsty. That Brahmin was thirsty, blaming. He stopped blaming. Then Buddha opened Buddha's mouth and spoke him. Dear Brahmin, did you stop your blaming? Yes, I stop it. Why you ask about that? Buddha answered, could I ask a question from you? Yes, ask me. Next, Buddha told, have you relatives? Yes, I have relatives. One day, when your relatives come to your home to visit you, what do you do? Gautama, I cook delicious foods to them. If they, you, after you prepared all those, after you cook all those sweets and foods and everything, and they send you a message, they will not be come on the day. What will happen? Venerable, uh, I consume them. Buddha told, I did not attain your words. You will have to consume them. How beautiful this is. So you must not be rude to others, even they rude to you. Okay? Since your childhood, you must practice these beautiful, beautiful teachings of Buddha, right? That is why we were talking about many religious teachers. They thought everything happened, the sufferings comes because uh, greed, hatred, and delusion. That is why they were practicing some meditations, some practices to suffering themselves, torturing themselves. Ascetic Gothama thought there were some teachers. I must go to the teachers to learn things what I was finding, what I am finding. That is why he went to their many religious teachers. Let's read one of the best and most well known as Alar Kalama. Alar Kalama. He is one of the teachers of Supreme Buddha, Ascetic Gothama. When Ascetic Gothama went to study under him, he stayed and was taught many things, including meditation, especially meditation, to how to control the mind, how to concentrate the consciousness, mind, thoughts. That is what he learned. That is what Alar Kalama taught to Ascetic Gothama. He worked hard and he worked hard and eventually equaled his teacher in learning. How fast it is, my dear children. Ascetic Gothama was very talented. He was very fastly learnt everything, equal to the teacher. Finally, Alar Kalama could not teach Gothama anymore, and he said, you are the same as I am now. Eventually, he learnt everything very fastly. Very fast, he learned everything. And teacher told him, there is nothing to learn you. You are same to me. So stay here and take my place and teach my students with me. I am very old, so you can control, you can teach my students. You are same to me. So I invite you to stay with me. But Gautama was not interested in staying. Despite what he had learned, he could see that he was still subject to old age, sickness, and death, and that his quest was not over. His quest not over. He was finding what is this old age, sickness, death, how to end these things. What is the way to release from all these things? Sickness, old age, death, lamenting, suffering. How to raise the ultimate happiness? How to come to the ultimate uh, blissfulness. That is his goal. Thus, Gautama left Alar Kalama and went in search of a new teacher. He went to another teacher to find what he is finding. At last, he found another great teacher, Uddaka. Another teacher, Uddaka. His name is Uddaka. You must keep remember Alara Kalam and Uddaka, who was famous for his cleverness. He was very famous. You know, my dear children, Alara Kalam, Uddaka Rama, those teachers were with 100,000 disciples. They also had so many followers. That is why they was very famous in India in Buddha's time. Again, Gautama learned very quickly and soon knew as much as his teachers. He learned many things, everything very soon, very fast. It is said that, my dear children, Alara Kalama taught ascetic Gautama how to come to the, we call it, there are 6 form jhanic level, right? He taught everything. And ascetic Gautama could concentrate his mind to 4th dhyana. Teacher Uddaka taught him how to come formless level. There are another 4 very high concentrate dhyanic level. Teacher Uddaka taught him how to come to that level. Then he was same, ascetic Gautam was same to his teacher, and there was nothing to learn. Then he found that Uddaka could not teach him how to stop suffering, old age and death either, and he had never heard of anyone who could solve these problems. But ascetic Gautam understood he is not be able to learn me, teach me how to uh, how to uh, you know uh, stop suffering, death, uh, sickness. So once again, the ascetic Gautama was disappointed and left Uddaka, making up his mind to struggle by himself until he found the cause of all the suffering of life. There were nothing to nothing anyone nothing want to learn to Prince ascetic Gautama. He found he investigated are there any teacher to stop these sufferings, death, sickness, uh, all those sufferings, but there was nothing. So he was disappointed and he thought, I must find this truth by myself. I must find this way by myself. That is our lesson today. Then already I explained these words, my dear children. Next, I turn to the exercise, the Buddha's first teachers. Who was Gautama's first teacher? Who was Gautama's first teacher? Gautama's first teacher is Alara Kalama. Second question, why did he leave him? He left him because he could not teach to stop suffering, death, sickness, and aging. That is the answer. Third one, what did the teacher tell ascetic Gautama? Teacher told him, stay with me. You are now same to me. Stay with me and teach my students. Last question, who did he meet next? He met uh, his second teacher, Uddaka. Uddaka. Those are the answer. So, my dear children, those time in Buddha's time, there were so many teachers. There were, there were very famous teachers. The students must go to the teacher and learn things. Nalanda school, Taxila school. There were so many things. Except these things, there were some ascetic who were living in um, in uh, in, uh, in forest, in nearby villages. They were practicing meditation. They were practicing torture into the body. They were practicing. There were, my dear children, the India is very famous for religions. There were, I think, there were uh, over 200 or 300 religions are there. Languages are also same. 200, 300 languages are there. There were, uh, 3,000, 2,000 or 3,000, over 2,000 teachers, religious teachers were there. When you read some Buddhist books, you can learn many things about these things. So, uh, ascetic Gotham, Prince Siddhartha, his purpose was to stop suffering, aging, sickness, death, and stop these sufferings people face, beings face in their entire life. That was the way. The reason why we are suffering, the reason is defilements. What are those defilements? I explained before: greed, hatred, and delusion. Those are the causes. Causes. So, as students, you also must try to reduce those kind of defilements. I explained before, if you are craving to things, if you are going over, that is very, very bad danger to your life. So, as students, you must focus your attention to your studies. There are so many good programs on television and YouTubes. You can watch them. But, my dear children, from time to time, you must understand all those are also bad when you are too much watching television, watching YouTube, uh, uh, and so on, right? So, my dear children, I think uh, enough for today. Uh, you must keep remember what I taught today. So, my dear children, we will meet again with another lesson. Have a wonderful day.